Plan, more than 26 million children from the hardest pressed working families didn't get any full payment for the child credit for child care, for child tax credit. Half of all Black and Hispanic children in America never received the full tax credit. We've changed all that. In technical terms, we've made this tax cut fully refundable. In plain English, it means instead of families who need help the most getting the least, the more hardworking families will get this on a full monthly basis. 97% of the children receiving this credit come from working families. And the other 3% include kids being raised by retired grandparents or by someone with a serious disability. And by the way, this credit doesn't start to phase out until a couple is making $150,000 or a single parent is making $112,000. It begins to phase out then. This is a middle-class tax cut. When I decided I wanted this in the legislation, I referred to it in the way it really is. It's a middle-class tax cut. It's just like the wealthy get tax cuts for a lot of things. It's a tax cut for your children, having children. And this can make it possible for a hardworking parent to say to his or her child, honey, you can get you new braces now. We can get you a tutor to help you in that math class you're having trouble with. We can get you the sports equipment you need to sign up for your first team you're going to play on. People have written to me to tell me they use the money to buy their kids new shoes, to send them to summer camp, to cover after-school care when school starts up again. You know, and to give you a sense of how transformative this would be the largest ever one-year decrease in child poverty in the history of the United States of America, as we begin now. Historic reductions in child poverty among white, Black, and Latinos. It's not even close. The benefits will be felt for years. Studies have shown that tax relief that helps children, that's okay, don't worry. It's okay to let them cry, or her, whichever. That helps children and can lead to better health, better school performance, and better future earnings. In fact, research from Columbia University in New York found that for each dollar this tax cut cost, it returns $8 in benefits down the line. $8 would have to be spent other ways. It's a gigantic help. It's an 8-to-1 return. Your head, your heart, and your budget all lead to the same place. This is the right thing to do, and it's a smart thing to do. Today, these tax cut payments are arriving automatically, but it didn't happen automatically. The result of the work of people who did this, advocating for this for a long, long time. And we finally got it passed in my American Rescue Plan. I want to particularly thank those who've been fighting for this for years. Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro from Connecticut, she has been a champion for this issue. Congressman Richie Neal and Torres, and Senators Bennett, Brown, and Booker, and Ron Wyden. We'll probably hear from our Republican friends, all who voted against this, but they'll tout the success as it helps working families in their states and their districts. But in the coming days, we're also going to hear from them saying, I want to now extend this tax. It's only for 1 year now. It's all I could get it for the first time. And so I want to extend it into the future now. I have another piece of legislation we voted on soon, saying we're going to continue this. To the people who say we can't afford to give the middle class a break, I say we can afford it by making people at the top and the big corporations, over 50 of which paid no taxes last year at all, to finally just start paying their fair share. I'm not going to gouge them, just pay their fair share. Because people who are working hard and paying taxes deserve a break. That's why, excuse me for all these terms I'm using, but my Build Back Better agenda, which still needs to be voted on in the Congress, keeps this tax cut for working families in place for years to come. We shouldn't let taxes go up on working families. Shouldn't let child poverty continue to stain the conscience or drag down our economy. And say to my colleagues in Congress, this tax cut for working families is something we should not end next year. And I say to all of you watching, make sure your family, friends, and community know about this tax cut. Send to them childtaxcredit.gov to learn more about the difference this is going to make. Let me close with this. I signed the American Rescue Plan less than 2 months after taking office on January 20th. 4 months later, we've implemented the first ever automatic monthly payment for any major tax credit ever, as the Vice President was talking about, beyond Social Security, which was a long time ago. This groundbreaking effort is similar to what we did in what I called our wartime effort to vaccinate Americans against COVID-19, to mobilize the whole country. We're proving that democracy can deliver for people and deliver in a timely way, saving lives, improving lives, helping fuel record-setting recovery, giving working families a fighting chance again. I received an email today from a mother in Washington State. She's a young teacher who had just received her payment. She wrote, and I'm quoting, "My family has been living hand to mouth to put me through school so I can follow my passion of molding young minds. This first CTC payment has come at the exact moment when we need it most. These payments may seem small to some, but they're life-changing for my family, for us. Millions of children and their families, starting today, their lives are about to change for the better, and our country will be better off for it as well. This is a really good day. And parents, you're going to be able to tell your kids when they're 25 years old that you were there the day this happened. We talked about it. We're showing once again that there's nothing beyond the capacity, our capacity as Americans, to get done when we do it together. So I want to thank you. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops and kids. Thank you for being so polite while I was speaking. You're very, very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you all.